Well, good morning. We're here in Monteriggioni delivering fresh produce to Ristorante a Centro. We got almost 9,000 euros for that. You'll see our money's not looking too bad. What I ended up doing at the end of the last episode, which we'll talk about a bit on the way back, but I took on some contracts, harvesting contracts, and matter of fact, I was able to get the harvesting contract for the oat field right by the farm. So we'll head over there and try and get on that sometime today. We have to do that, I think, sometime today. The last episode, I had to make some tough editorial decisions to try and get everything in on that one. So I ended up jump cutting like the second half of the rice harvest, some transitions, some transit time from here to there, that type of thing. So I'm probably going to have to repeat some of the things I was talking about, because I'm not sure it ended up in the final episode. Most of it did, but there were a few things. And we've got plenty of work to do, and not a whole lot of time to do it. Looks like we're waiting on one more pallet of green onions. So as part of the contracts, I took on a couple of harvest contracts for canola, because I wanted primarily not just the money, but I wanted to take the excess canola and put it in here. And it was odd because they were to the same delivery location, and one of them, when I finished the first one, I figured it would start delivering on the second, and it actually sold it. So I didn't have my finger on the trigger ready to stop delivering it. So I made a couple thousand euros, but I lost all the canola because I sold it. Let's see, what am I... First things first, I want to take these eggs. I didn't take them to Ristorante a Centro. I want to take them down to the pasta factory and start making egg pasta. But first I want to run over to our field that had been canola that we need to, I think we need to cultivate it so that we can put a catch crop in it that we can plow up and then plant triticale. I kind of ended up sideways. I think I can get it out. So this is actually I want to switch that to mustard. This is actually a grass roller, but it's got a seeding unit on it, which is larger than our seed drill. And I will have to do this myself because the worker doesn't want to do it because it says it's not ready for this work yet. So I think it's thinking more about the rolling. That's the equipment for the oat contract. What I want to check, is there any chance that this is a direct row? I don't think it is, but it would save the time and money of having to cultivate this field if it was a direct drill. So let's find out. I'll turn it on, I'll drop it down. We'll see if it does anything. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. I wasted my... Oh, it's a direct drill. Oh, score. That is... That's awesome. I was not expecting that to work one bit. Okay. So to be continued. I'll come back for that. Because what I was thinking is I would bring a worker over here to cultivate. I gotta try and see if I can make a worker do. If I can get a worker to do this, I mean, hey, I wasn't expecting that to work, so let's see if we can make this work. I would be remiss to not test. Yeah, okay. Got greedy. Got greedy. But I was thinking, man, if that works. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna run back to the farm. What I want to do is I want to get the eggs down to the pasta factory before that gets away from us. What I can do is I can grab some of that pasta and bring it back too. I'll just bring one pallet back on the pallet forks. That is so awesome. I was not expecting that to work one bit. So that'll help. We got so much to do. Of course, that saved us one thing, right? So I got to do the rolling. I could do it with the landing. I wonder if a worker... I can't remember. Did a worker work well with this roller or not? I know on one of the Let's Plays the roller doesn't work real well. Where's Landini? What was I doing? I forgot. Eggs. Can I get the eggs with this? If I got space to do it or not. Oh, we got another chili pepper pallet. That was unexpected. Got chickens. I think I got room to maneuver, don't I? As long as it doesn't do that thing where it likes to go backwards instead of forwards. This, yeah. Take it back. I was gonna complain about the front loader, but okay, to the pasta factory, right? I'm here at the pasta factory. I got the eggs. Put the eggs in. I got like three pallets of pasta I saw. Doors right here. Control it. How am I doing on? I'm almost out of flour. I gotta go grab some more. So let's turn on the egg pasta. I didn't notice that it's got fusilli, farfalle, and rigatoni all there. Anyway, let's grab. I didn't put a weight on, did I? No. I don't know if I'll be able to grab 4 then without the tractor tipping back. Run over and see what I can get away with. I can do 2. Oh, I get away with 4. Maybe. It's a little sketchy, but I think I got it. I gotta figure something out trailer-wise, I think. Am I lifting off the ground in the back? Felt like it. Yeah. I am ever so slightly. Okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot. Gotta grab a pasta pallet, right? We'll just grab the one off the end here and take it back to the farm. I think we should be able to deliver it to the Ristorante a Centro tomorrow morning. God, that lurch forward when you try and put it in reverse is kind of annoying. Alright, run back to the farm. Back to the farm. I gotta come get my rice harvester out of the field too at some point. I'm back at the farm with a pallet of pasta. Gotta throw it on the trailer. I'm probably gonna regret this, but put it on here for now. off. I'll throw a strap over it so it doesn't go anywhere. And then what am I doing? I think I'm rolling. We gotta weed that field yet too. Now arguably, I don't know if I'm trying to remember if a worker did this well or not. I'll do it myself as a time lapse. Actually, my doing time lapses is probably better than running around and yakking. For whatever reason, I like to start down in this corner. Yeah, this roller, I remember now. Yeah, it doesn't like to raise up. So let's see. What do we got to do? Well, this ain't doing it, right? Okay. So, that's not gonna happen. Let me get the New Holland. It probably doesn't have to be the New Holland, but I'll just... I got chickens. We'll just use the New Holland. It's got more power. Should drag that roller pretty easily. Probably could have got away with using the Fiat Agri, but... Okay. That's a little better. Still awful slow. All right, so let me think here while we're doing this. Pretty sure this field had weeds in it too. So we're gonna have to weed this. I didn't load a good weeder yet. I'm not sure I can weed before anything's visual, but we can try. This thing is awful slow. think I'm missing a little bit up in the corner. This is not, I don't like this roller. Sorry. It seems kind of slow. We'll check the working speed of it here in a minute. Seems kind of slow. You can't raise it. Unfolding it lowers it, so it, yeah, it's not ideal. It's not the best. Oh, I got the wall there. I don't like to be negative about stuff, but it looks really good. I like the way it looks. I do not care for the performance. Alright, so let's get out the field here. Hopefully fold it up without it causing too many problems. Okay, so we're done with that. There we go. Let me get rid of those lines here. And then we'll put this away. That took us to 10:14, 10:15. Ugh. Not great. Drop that off. What I want to do is let me go into, let's see what menu, vehicle menu. It's the VertexDezign, which of course is all the way down at the bottom. So it requires 55 to 70 horsepower, which is weird. Why does it have a capacity? It must be able to put a seating unit on it. 10 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's the working speed. But I think we're gonna have weeds growing in here still. Yeah. 90% yield bonus. Why is? Because the weeds? Probably because of the weeds. Let me run down to the store. We'll lease a weeder quick. Should we hold on to it till next month? Wait. It'd be 2 months. I don't know. Right? Because we're going to put in the catch crop. And then next month we're going to put in the... I don't know. We'll see what the daily rate is on it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Let me turn that on. $10:30 in the morning. All right, we'll check on the used equipment and also get a weeder. Okay, used equipment, nothing for us really. So under yield improvements, weeders, I think we'll just lease this one. We'll Would be nice to get a hoe, but to buy one. But this will lease for right now. And I think, yeah, it won't cost hardly nothing to hang on to. Per workday, 65 euros. So we'll hang on to it just in case we need it in the other field. It won't cost us too much. There's a hoe. I don't have it downloaded. I think it's... I'm going to say it wrong. It's going to be wrong, but something like Landstool Pack, but it's pretty high megabyte download. I hate I hate high megabyte downloads. So I'd like to see if I can get a worker to do this, and then I can go put the cover crop in. I am so psyched that the seeding unit on the grass roller is a direct drill. I mean, that's a score right there. Although it doesn't, you can't do something like canola with it, so it's always kind of grass or some kind of catch crop, I think. But yeah, if I can get the worker to do this, that would be great. Should I just hire them, see what happens? Looks like she's gonna do it. Lower it, start working, come on. Trust but verify. Okay, I got weeds growing over here, it kind of pops up. And then not here. Yeah, we'll let her do that. And then I'm gonna get over, I'm gonna put in the catch crop. I think I'm going to be doing this harvest for him at the end of the day. It's probably going to be off camera, but it's all right. We'll get it done. I think it's got to get done today. I'll take a look at that later, but I really don't have time right now. The goal is to have enough money to lease a self-propelled grape harvester for our grape harvest next month. I think we should be able to accomplish that. All right, so we will come in here. Actually, let's come in up here. You can see where we put it in. That's awesome. I'm so psyched about this. This is great. I honestly never expected this to work. 3 headlands? I'm gonna do... Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do 2. I think that'll be fine. Seeding unit on, drop it down. Oh, I gotta acquire the lane. It's 12 o'clock noon. I honestly cannot believe my good fortune with this seeding unit turning out to be a direct drill, because I just saved myself the fuel and the time of having to cultivate this field. I did it in the other one because I didn't know. I'm glad I checked. I gotta take a look and see what seed options this has when I get done here. But I think it's just grass and cover crops. So, and it doesn't do canola. It would be cool if it did. A lot of times, I think it was the weeders, the seeding unit on a weeder. I wonder if those are direct drills. You could do canola with them, at least earlier in the game, but I don't know what's going on. I'll take it though, right? Any benefit. Take advantage of it. I don't think it's a glitch or anything. It's just the way it's designed. And this is a base game grass roller too. So a little secret for you there. I haven't seen a message come up saying the worker's done with the weeding yet. It is a really small weeder, so we will have to cultivate the mustard in though, which I don't really understand, because that seeding unit, or the seeder that we have, has a, I think I got it. There we go. I think that's it. I think we're done. I think we're done now. The seed drill that we do have has like a, power harrows on it. Hang on. So let's see here. Let's try the different seeds. It's this in triangle? Nope, that's not it. How do you change the seed type on these? Hang on, help? I thought it was R1 in triangle. It's not. Oh, it's L1, R1 in triangle. So, mustard? Oh no, that has changed speed. What? This is weird. Oh, because it's on. That's why. Okay, select seed. I had it running. That's why it wouldn't do it. So, vetch rye, green rye, field grass, oilseed radish, grass, hummus activator, and mustard. So essentially just your catch crops. Well, shoot, I'm not going that way. They'll go up and around. Goodness. Well, I'm going to reward myself, I think, with a break. Well, I think I'm going to reward myself with a break for lunch. And the worker's done. So the weeding's done. The catch crops in. Those were my big tasks for today. I guess maybe I can do the contract harvest and maybe a couple others. There was some spelt contracts available. If I could get the excess crop off of them to get it, it's hardly worth it. You get so little. With the canola, maybe, because you could make canola oil with it, but oh, I got the green onions now. I can take that after lunch. I'll take the cabbage back out so I can put the green onions up front. But yeah, we can do that after we take a break for lunch. I think that was oh, that's that was a pretty big score, though, being able to do that, I think. Let me get the Landini out of the field. Where did they end up? They always end up over there. That's kind of weird. I start down in that corner and they finish here. Oh, because they're... I don't know why. I really don't. I guess I could do worse than buy this as my weeder, but what I want is I want a hoe just in case well, as long as I stay ahead of it, it's all right. We'll hang on to it for now, and we'll make a decision next year. I think we can defer till next year to have to make a decision. This will only cost me 68 euros a day to hang on to for now. So yeah, hanging on to it another month is not going to kill me. What I need to look at is I need to look at putting in a greenhouse that'll do spinach. I don't know if it'll do potatoes also. There's a Polish garden that'll do potatoes. The version that'll do the spinach won't also do the potatoes. Yeah, it's getting crowded in here. Where can we keep this? All right, it's almost 12:45. I think what I'll do is I'll take a 45-minute break for lunch. Come back at 1:30. At 1:30, we'll take the Napa cabbage back out of the back of the pickup. Put the green onion, spring onions in, so that we can take it to the supermarket. And the cabbage, well, I'll double check the prices, but that's usually what ends up happening. But yeah, let's get a good 45-minute break for lunch. I'll see you at 1:30. All right, so it's 1:30 now. I was just down. I was inside having lunch. Let me walk and talk. So I moved my canola oil over here to store until the price gets more advantageous, I think. We'll try and sell that at best price. So I was thinking, or kind of just looking at things, trying to figure out what else I needed to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the Napa cabbage back out. We're going to put the green onions up front. You know what I didn't do? I didn't look at the prices. I said I was going to do that. Okay, let me do that right now. So I wanted to check the best price for spring onion. It historically has been supermarket. Look, it's Ristorante DeMarco. Okay. So that's a change. Important to check these things, I guess. And then Napa cabbage remains the farmer's market. So I don't have to take the Napa cabbage out. I can just load this in, go up to DeMarco, deliver it, and then go to, it would be more efficient to go the other way, but I suppose 'tis what it is. So I was thinking about what else I needed to do. So my 2 fields are ready to go for August. There's nothing more to be done in them. Next month we will cultivate the mustard in and drill. We'll have to cultivate the mustard in, and then we'll drill triticale in there, and then we'll have to probably roll and weed the triticale. So that'll be somewhat time consuming, and then we've got to harvest the grapes. So I was looking at the rice field. I gotta go get the rice harvester, bring it back here at some point too. But do you need to cultivate it between planting the saplings? I don't think you do, so I'm not going to. It's just showing up as like a dirt, like a blank slate right now, not harvested or anything, I think. Oh wait, maybe not. Let me, I don't know, it just seems like maybe it is showing up harvested. Now I'm thinking I was in the wrong, I was in like the wrong menu on the map. Well, we'll go by it. We'll go over by it, yeah. Because I wanted to go by the... I wanted to go over by the grain mill and the pasta factory anyway. So I got garlic and I got chili peppers already. I wonder if I should mess around with the greenhouse, since I have time, the greenhouse and the potato garden. Maybe I will. I don't know, yeah. It's best to do placeable during the daytime, because you can see better. But as always, you want to make sure that you're saving the game before you do it. In case you don't like the result, you can do something about it. You can go back to what it was like before. Alright, so we're taking the spring onions up to Ristorante di Marco. And when we're done with that, we're going to take the Napa cabbage to the farmer's market. Right at the fork. Yeah, we should be okay. The other thing is the greenhouse costs money, but I think it's not that much. I think I need like 12,000 euros to lease the grape harvester. It's not great. So we're here at Ristorante di Marco. We haven't been here in a while, have we? Got a delivery for you. I'll just hop out. I could just unstrap because it wouldn't take the cabbage because they don't buy that anyway. But, ooh, I wonder what they want at Ristorante Centro. Should check. Okay, so we're going farmer's market now. lot of driving around. A lot of times I'll time lapse this. Sometimes I'll even jump cut it. Rarely will I talk through it, but I am right now. So this field, I'm still thinking of turning into rice paddies. Just cause, although it's my earlier misconception, and I don't know if I've talked about it. I'll talk about it again here, but I had a misconception about rice. And we'll talk about that more when we get over to grain mill. Sell the Napa cabbage for $23.61 for 2 pallets. Not bad. The greenhouse makes us money. Makes us quite a bit of money. Intersections are going to be the death of me. Alright, I'm going to come down here. I'll stop kind of more near our rice harvester. So I'm not going to take it back just now, but let's climb up into the field and see what things say. I was under the impression. I think I was mistaken now. Yeah, it's showing harvested. Let me pull up the map. So yeah, when I was in the map, I was on soil composition, and I turned off the fertilized state. Growth, yeah, it does show harvested. It would be interesting to know if you could plant the saplings in this after you flooded it. You probably can't, but we'll try it anyway. So to the flour mill, the grain mill, which makes flour. We're gonna go to the interact point. We're gonna look at the recipes, and I'll talk you why I made a mistake. It is that door down there. Okay. So this is the door to interact. So look at the products. You have barley flour, you have oat flour, you have rice flour from long grain rice, you have rice flour from rice, you have rye flour, you have sorghum flour, you have spelt flour, triticale flour, wheat flour, all different flours. And the mistake I made is I thought that because you have barley flour, you have rice flour, you know, the crop type didn't matter. The output would be flour, but that's not true, because if you look at the outgoing products, you have both flour and rice flour, which are not the same thing. But rice flour from rice had the most advantageous recipe. 9 rice give you 15 rice flour. Compare that to, say, barley. 30 barley give you 22. It's less, right? So rice flour, you make more volume with less volume. But you get rice flour, which is not the same as flour. Because if we go over to our pasta factory, think our interact point is here, the door. If you look at our pasta factory, all the recipes require flour. So here I thought I was being slick. I was going to get the most flour out of an input of rice. And it turns out that that gives me rice flour. So doing rice was not, turns out not to have been the best thing I could have done. But I've already kind of committed to doing it. We got the rice harvester, which kind of encouraged us to go down this path. I got in my mind that I wanted to make this large field here into like 3 rice paddies. I'm still gonna do that, even though that's not gonna give me flour, which is what I want. Which is kind of why I'm trying to do these contracts to get more of other crops. I need to get another field. I do need to get another field. Oh, I parked in probably the absolute worst place, didn't I? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think I need to get another field so that we can make more cereal crop, to make more flour, to allow us to make more pasta. But I'm just gonna go with it. All right, so I've got this contract here to do the oats. So that's what we'll spend some time doing. I think I can get this on there without hitting my pickup. All right, I'm back here on the farm. Now, Pear suggested that we look at putting a greenhouse right in here because it's a nice flat area. I think, I don't know if I want to do that or not. I've got to move. Where's my New Holland? I got to move this first off. I have this subsoiler that we bought. This is the other place that I could think of maybe putting the greenhouse. I could either put it behind the oil processing production, or I could try and put it here. Either one is kind of congested, so there's 3 possible locations for this glass greenhouse, a single one. I could put it here, I could put it back here, although this would be a good place for the potato, or in the parking area. Now I think it might do potatoes too, so let's see what we can find here. This is the greenhouse. Does it do potatoes? It will do potatoes. Okay, well, there's our greenhouse. It didn't go in quite as nicely as I would have liked. It's 7 o'clock at night now, and it's getting darker. This one takes like pallets or boxes or something. I don't know. Control it in here somewhere, maybe. There we go. So in here, what I want to be able to do is I want to do spinach and maybe potatoes. So I can do manure. What's the recipes here? Manure and fertilizer. I need manure. I need empty pallet box, seeds, and water. So I'm going to get that going here tonight. Potatoes. What do I need for potatoes? Also empty pallet box. Solid fertilizer. I think I might have some. Yeah. I guess that's what we got. I'm going to see if I can get this thing up and running tonight yet so we can start getting spinach and potatoes, I guess. It's showing that it's got manure in it. Not sure where it's grabbing it from. It looks like maybe the manure heap. Yeah, I think so. Yep. So it's seeing the manure heap and pulling it from there. I think that's good. I don't know. Hey, I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here in the Monteriggioni, the Italian farm. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. We'll see you next time.